Brother Elliott White, who is the chair of Bill's Economic Development Committee, Brother Deacon Bob McCrae, Big Bob, who is the Quality Control Manager of Build Organization. And next to him is our own Sister Sincere Mohammed, who is our Directress of Protocol for Build Organization. And then our youngest, but a tigress, a fearless woman who is not afraid. That's right. And we certainly acknowledge our own beloved Sister McQueen. We thank you so much. These people here are servants, and this is not the kind of thing about titles, but we do have a great man who has come here, the husband of Sister Muhammad. He is the lead organizer for the Build organization, and that's Brother Khalil Muhammad. Now let's give a hand clap to all of these servant leaders. I'm going to just say a couple things and I'll be finished. First, though, I would like to do something that Bill adopted in 1977, and it's called the Bill Creed. Nothing in this will offend you, I pray. And with the permission, Brother Minister, I want to ask everyone to stand. I want you to repeat what I say. Please stand. The black community, is a people and not an area. It's the culmination, of our African heritage, joined with 400 years, of slavery, discrimination, and struggle. As a member of the black community, I pledge to remain aware of this heritage, of this American experience, and of our common goal to achieve, a higher order, of human dignity and brotherhood. I pledge to respect my house of worship. Love my family. And work to the betterment, of my community. And to bring harm to no one. Without just cause. Diligently protecting. My family. Community. My whole family and community. For as long as I live. This, my brothers and sisters, is the Black Creed. I give that, the Black Creed. Let us say Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you. You may be seated. I lost my thought when the brother looked like he was about to pull this over. So I kind of lost where I was there, but that is the Black Creed. And that's sort of like a black pledge. Isn't that all right to have our own pledge?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Not pledging allegiance to something that we can't believe in. Come on. We're pledging allegiance to what we see. We're pledging allegiance to us. And it's about us. It's about nation building. And so the Build organization, Build Unity, Independence, Liberty, and Dignity, is proud to join forces with Muhammad Mosque number 23 and all progressive people. Our office are dedicated to achieve these goals. And now, as part of what's going on all over America today, and I'm going to just wrap up with this, and all over America today is a day of action. It's a day of absence. And you know what our absence was? We were absent from the main place, what's the name of those malls? I'm saying Galleria Mall, about to say Greenbrier. But all these other places out there, Boulevard Mall, Eastern Hills, or whatever they go. I haven't been out there in a while, so it's a day of absence from that. Yes. And we tried to tell several hundred people to spend their money with themselves. The Honorable Minister certainly says to do for self. Is that right, Brother Minister?
That's right.
Do for self, and we're doing for ourselves. And that's what it is. That is loving ourselves, not hating someone else. But it's clear a movement has begun, and we've gone out to talk to our business. And you know what we saw, brothers and sisters? We saw dedication and commitment. We saw people who had committed themselves. From the Meta Netra, these words are said, "May it be said of us in the days of our passing that none were wretched." And that's from 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. Your ancestors said these words. "Ear my, speak truth, judge my, do justice. May it be said of us that none were wretched." And you know, for us to do nothing would be wretched. Okay, we have to do this. The brother said about responsibility. It's our responsibility to solve these problems. And while we went out to visit our businesses, and I'm going to let them talk about that, we also had to take care of business and deal with the haram, the unclean, the kafir, the unbeliever. And we got a lot of poison, cancer that has tried to invade the body here in our community and all other communities. And from the place in Buffalo, that's the worst place, they say, to be black in business. This is where the front line is. You folks are on the front line. Nowhere else in America is it harder for you than right here.
That's right.
This is where the struggle is. And as we conquer here, we're ready to take this whole country. We can take this back. And to the invader, to the marauder, to the pirate, to the thief who's come to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what a thief does. Comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And you know a tree by the fruit it bears. And what we've seen is a bunch of thieves who've come into our community. We've had oppressors after oppressors. And in this instance, we had an oppressor on our foot that we just tried to get some, quote, civil rights. And then we had another oppressor trying to come behind the oppressor. And this oppressor taught the one oppressor how to enslave us. Because before we were enslaved for all those hundreds of years from Europe, we were enslaved for 500 years by those known in the Middle East. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but that's the truth. Because from 900 AD to, I'm not trying to win a popularity contest, and you know what, my brother and sister? I'm not asking for no votes. Okay, that was for another time, Brother Sam, another day. I'm not asking for nobody's vote today. But if this offends you, that's too bad. The truth is that for 500 years, the very people that have come and invaded us like an infection, a virus in America, beginning in Ann Arbor, Michigan, have come to invade us. So we had to take a little detour for a minute and deal with that disrespect, deal with that savage ignorance, confront it, tell them to take it down, pull it off, get it out of there, box it up. And we took charge, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
You know what it said? We must go and possess the land. We can't ask, may we have the land? We're going to take it. Even Joey Azaza, when the Godfather said, if you're not going to give it to me, then I'm going to take it. Yeah, time for asking and begging people for something. We're not here to beg and ask anybody for nothing. That's why with the BUILD organization, beloved, there's nobody supporting BUILD but you all. And one can chase 1,000, and two, Brother Ellie, can put 10,000 to flight. It's exponential. So with you all, we have enough in this room right now to change Buffalo forever. And then the sound will go forward from Buffalo. When you talk on the conference call, Brother Minister, in Chicago, you can say, this is what's going on in Buffalo, New York. We're going to make you proud to be able to say to all of our elder leadership in Chicago what's going on. Yes, we will be coming with a convention. As I close, I'm sorry to take so long, but I just want to say this last little bit. We're going to have a convention, inshallah, in March 10th, 2012 at the Buffalo Performing Arts. We're bringing in the attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz, all right, from the new Black Panther Party. Now, if that offends somebody, that's too bad. Don't come to the convention then. All right? Yes, we are inviting the President of the United States, Barack Obama. He needs to come here to hear and see the oppression, not drive by the community. We're not going to have you driving by. Don't come if you got to go to Cheektowaga and drive by and miss us. Come to the front line of the struggle for black liberation in America. But we will have the president come because that's a month before his election in New York State. Yeah, but we got Professor Griff coming. Professor Griff is coming here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've already talked, isn't that right, Sister Muhammad? Yes. And we're bringing in other artists and other people, significant people from all over who need to join hands and help us liberate ourselves in Buffalo. With that, this has been a joyous day.
Yes, sir.
This has been a good day today. We went out there and conquered. We went out there without fear. We went out there believing. And what's begun, the Greek word is shintale, to shinta, to spark. We lit a spark. You ever started a little fire? Don't go home and start fires, but when you light a fire, it's like a spark. When you light a torch, it's like a a spark, and we lit a spark today. And this is going to be a raging fire. Our history begins with the words and actions that we take today. God bless you, and thank you so much. Now we'll hear from some of these other brothers. I'm just here to tell you that we must understand, we must do for self. To that end, we have a card called the Black and Gold card. Black as in black people, and gold as in Ivory Coast, the Gold Coast. The Black and Gold card is a prototype that we developed a few years ago, and we're going to use this card for the BUILD organization. So the first way to raise money, the first $1,000 for this organization to pay our rent and other things came from our membership. But we're not going to stop there with that, and we certainly thank God for the blessing and touching hearts of people who even gave more than the 20, and some gave $100. In fact, if you have a membership and you want to pay your membership, the books are available. We can give you a receipt now. But clearly, the Black and Gold card sold for $20 is a means to, we greet Sister Chantel Franklin. Come on over to the center if you would. Sister Chantel, our Jobs Committee Chair, and her son. We certainly acknowledge Chantel. That gives us 4 of our committee chairs. This is important to understand. The Black and Gold card is a discount card. You buy the card, the proceeds go to the BUILD organization. You take the card to any of the 20 or so businesses that are on the card, and they give you a discount. In the past, Hobson's Dry Cleaners or Brooks Dry Cleaners, one of the restaurants like Gigi's or Maddie's, some of the other like what was that, Colston's, service shop on East Ferry. So we had a whole list of them. And this gold card, we propose to do 3 things. 1, earn money for the organization. 2, make people aware of valuable, reputable, capable businesses. And 3, the reason this is important, we're going to do this because we want to promote spending within your own community. A community that generates $800 million and only spends $8 million with ourselves. Okay, we're better than that. And this card will help jog your memory about spending with your own. Sister Betty Grant, the legislator of the county, was just at our office, and we were talking about a campaign to, as a deli store owner, what we can do for people to be aware of this. So we want to announce to you that we're preparing the Black and Gold card of BUILD. All right? Now, the second thing is the village directory. I have published in the past a directory of 1,000 organizations, 500 businesses, 250 faith-based institutions, 150 block clubs, and 75 not-for-profits, plus doctors and lawyers and others. A breakdown of the 500 businesses. We certainly acknowledge Brother Ed Wiley from the 100 Mighty Men. Now, we got the 100 Mighty Men, but we also have our national organization and the 100 Black Men. And so I feel very, very good about the presence of our men in this community.